Yeah, beat your addiction, live free. Ralf Friedrichs is who you see. Listen in when you're feeling low. Take back your life, today's show. Beat your addiction, live free. Ralf Friedrichs is who you see. Listen in when you're feeling low. Take back your life, today's show. Stay positive, hope, and keep faith. Stand strong against any odds that you face. Put away the alcohol and the drugs. Fill your time with the things you love. Addiction is tough, but it's worth the work. Treat your body what it's worth. Spread positivity, inspire all. If we stand together, we will never fall. I help others see the other sides of life. A sober life, letting go of the strife. So give me a call, I can help. 1-844-4405-HELP. Homeless shelters, hospitals, jails, wherever you are. I am Ralf Friedrichs and I am here for you. 1-844-405-HELP.
Hello, my name is Ralf Friedrichs. I'm an addiction recovery coach and the host of the Take Your Life Back Today show. As an addiction recovery coach, I want to share something with you, and let me be crystal clear to leave an everlasting impact upon you. Just imagine being buried alive. You're in the coffin, but you know you're not dead. You don't know how to get out of that coffin. You tried lifting the lid, but the enormous weight upon the lid from the dirt prevents you from opening it. You tried banging on the lid, hopefully maybe to unsettle the dirt, and maybe someone on top might notice and start digging their way down towards you. This is what it's like to feel at the lowest point of alcohol and drug addiction. You know you need help, you know you can't do it on your own, but you don't know where to turn. In reality, there are people probably standing by your grave. You just don't know that. You just think you're going to die. Usually though, people don't think about death when they're habitually abusing drugs and alcohol. In order to fight an addiction, you have to be great at repressing the fear of death. I often ask you, have you ever thought about taking your life by abusing drugs and alcohol, how selfish it is? Not just away from you, but from the people that love and care for you most. Mother, your father, your brother, your sister, husband, wife, children, even grandchildren. With this, let me leave one last thought. Don't be like the person that I'm speaking of, that went to their grave not getting help. Never asked for help, never shouted for help. Instead, scream out that you need help. Call people like myself at 844-405-HELP, and I promise you, I or many other coaches out there will help you take your life back. For your life is gone. Folks, at night, take those slippers off before you climb into bed. Don't put them on the edge of your bed. Put them way under your bed. Why, you might ask? Because if they're under your bed in the morning, you'll be forced to drop to your knees to go and retrieve those slippers. You have to look under the bed to go find them. And when you're on your knees, I beg of you, I ask you, to utilize that time for a thing called knee-mail, K-N-E-E-mail. Knee-mail is your communication between you and the Almighty God. It's a time where you ask God for guidance and direction, forgiveness and mercy. When you thank God for having a house, health, for having family, relationships, food, clothing. Knee-mail, K-N-E-E-mail, is your personal communication line between you and God each and every day. And if you look for your slippers every night, you'll find it. You'll find those slippers and find the time to ask God for guidance and direction. Knee-mail, K-N-E-E-mail, your personal communication between you and God. This video is really dedicated to not only my audience members that are out there that have HIV or maybe are contemplating getting tested for it, but also for my friends that are out there that have HIV or presume or maybe think that they might have it. I want you folks to know, and I say this very sincerely, but today an estimated 1.2 million people are living with HIV just in the United States. Thanks to better treatment, people with HIV are now living so much longer and with a better quality of life than ever before. If you're living with HIV, it's important to make choices that keep you healthy, and you want to protect others. You want to stay healthy. You should start medical care and begin HIV treatment as soon as you are diagnosed with HIV. Take a medicine to treat HIV called antiretroviral therapy, or ART, is recommended for people with HIV. Taking medicine to treat HIV slows the progression of HIV and helps protect your immune system, which is so important. The medicine can keep you healthy for many years and greatly reduce your chances of transmitting HIV to your sexual partners if taken right away. Every day. Don't miss any. If you're taking the medicine to treat HIV, visit your health care provider regularly and always take your medicine as directed to keep your viral load, the amount of HIV in the blood elsewhere in the body, as low as possible. Visit HIV Treatment Works to find information on getting care and staying in care with your HIV. And it is so important to tell people that you have HIV. And I mean the people that mean and need to know. Photo of two men on a date at a cafe. Important to disclose your HIV status to your sex and needle sharing partners, even if you're uncomfortable doing so. Communicating with each other about your HIV status allows you and your partner to take the steps to keep you both healthy. Many resources can help you learn ways to disclose your status with your partners. For tips on how to start your conversation with your partner, check out CDC, which is Control Disease Centers. Let's Stop HIV Together and Start Talking campaigns. I'm sorry about my puppy. Also, ask your health department about free partner notification services. Hey! Health department staff can help find your sex and needle sharing partners to let them know that they've been exposed to HIV and provide them with testing, counseling, and referrals for other services. These partners notification services will reveal your name unless you want them to work and notify your partner. Many states have laws that require you to tell your sexual partners if you are HIV positive before you have sex, whether it be anal, vaginal, or oral. Or tell your needle-sharing partners before you use drugs to inject yourselves. You need to, if you're sharing those needles, you need to let them know. You can be charged with a crime if you do not tell your partner of your HIV status, even if your partner doesn't ever become affected or infected. You need to get support, friends. Receiving diagnosis of HIV can be a life-changing event. People can feel many emotions: sadness, hopelessness, and even some anger. Allied health care providers and social service providers, often available at your health care provider's office, will have the tools to help you work through the early stages of your diagnosis and begin to manage your HIV. Talking to others who have HIV may also be very helpful. Find a local HIV support group. Learn about how many other people living with HIV are in that support group and how they handled their diagnosis. You can view stories and testimonies on how people are living with HIV on websites for Let's Stop HIV Together and HIV Treatment Works. You can also find many other resources on HIV Treatment Works for people living with HIV. You need to stop and reduce the risk to others. Photo of smiling pregnant woman looking at herself in the mirror. Picture that in your mind. HIV is spread through certain body fluids from an HIV-infected person. Blood, semen, otherwise known as, there's a word that I'd rather not repeat. It starts with a C, ends with an M, one letter in between. Pre-seminal fluid, rectal fluid, vaginal fluids, and breast milk. In the United States, HIV is most often transmitted by having anal or vaginal sex with someone who has HIV without using condom or taking medicines to prevent to treat HIV. In addition, a mother can pass HIV to her baby during pregnancy, during labor, through breastfeeding, or by pre-chewing her baby's food. The higher your viral load, the more likely you are to transmit HIV to others. When your viral load is very low, called viral suppression, with less than 200 copies per milliliter of blood, or undetectable, about 40 copies per milliliter of blood, your chance of transmitting HIV is greatly reduced. However, this is true only if you can stay virally suppressed. One thing that can increase viral load is not taking HIV medicines the right way every day. You can also protect your partners by getting tested and treated for other STDs. If you both have HIV and some other STD with sores, like syphilis, your risk of transmitting HIV can be about 3 times as high as if you didn't have STD sores. Taking other actions, like using a condom the right way every time you have sex, or having your partners take daily medicine to prevent HIV called pre-exposure prophylaxis, or PrEP, can lower your chances of transmitting HIV even more. Learn the right way to use your male condom by Googling condoms, how to wear them. Folks, I dedicate this because too many of my friends have HIV, and probably thousands and thousands in my audience have HIV. But I want you to know, HIV, people live a regular long life with HIV. The key to the thing is, 1 is to detect it early, 2 is to take your medicines once you have detected daily, and 3 is to prevent spreading it by keeping the knowledge going to your sexual partners or your needle-sharing partners. There is no shame in telling people you have HIV, especially the ones that you are going to share sex or needles with. Because if you don't, it is a crime. Whether they are exposed or not, at the end of the day, you can be charged with a crime for not telling people. In most states, it's required to let people know. If you have HIV or you suspect HIV, please follow some of these things and follow many other things. CDC has a great page on information on how to live with HIV, how to see if you have HIV, what to do if you have HIV, and how to live a normal life. I hope you all enjoyed this segment on HIV. Some of the topics that we covered is very important for you to remember, and those topics were, number 1, you have to stay healthy. You need to start medical care, and you need to start medical care immediately. And you need to start telling your sexual partners and your needle-sharing partners that you are HIV infected, if you are, of course. So do tell people. That is very important. Many states require that you tell people, so don't think that you can go out and just go and do whatever you want. You need to get support. Many social services have support. There's groups that have support. Talk to other people that have HIV, and you need to reduce the risk to others, making sure that you take your proper condom insertion. In other words, you want to put them on right, and you also want to make sure that the medications are taken early. You need to protect you and your partner, and the only way to do that is by communication, protection, and medication. And I hope you all have a great day, and remember, God loves us all. Please believe in the power of prayer, because it is so strong, so mighty, more mightier than any king or president on this earth. I hope to God you all have a great day. May God bless you.
never got an answer and wondered if God was really there? Did you feel all hope was gone, but in His time He came along and answered the prayer you thought was gone? There is no prayer too small, for God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember, there is no prayer too small. Will ask, you shall receive. No matter what it is, I still believe. There is no prayer too small, and even when we fall, He gives us just exactly what we need. There is no prayer too small, for God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember, there is no prayer too small. No prayer too small. He always knows what's right. God hears them all. There is no prayer too small. My God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember,